In this video, I'm gonna show you the final forms of the secondary Kamen Riders from the Reiwa era, talk about which movies and series they appeared in, and give you a proper introduction to each of them overall. So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into the video on the Reiwa era secondary Kamen Riders' final forms. The first secondary rider whose final form we will talk about is Kamen Rider Vulcan, who has only one form, Rampage Vulcan form. This form, which is transformed into using the Rampage Gatling progress key in the Aim Shot Riser, was first debuted in episode 29 of the Kamen Rider 01 series titled Our Dream Can't Be Broken. If we also take into account its first silhouette appearance in episode 28 titled My Rap Will Change the World, this form has appeared only 9 times throughout the series. In addition to the series, it also appeared in the special Fateful Gag Battle and a flashback scene, and in the movie Kamen Rider 01 Real Time, Vulcan used this form while fighting shoulder to shoulder with his various allies against the Kamen Rider Abadons. It should also be noted that in episodes 29 and 32 of the series, Naki transformed into Kamen Rider Rampage Vulcan by possessing the original Vulcan, Isamu Fuva, but later lost access to this form. The next rider is Kamen Rider Blades, who is able to transform into the Tatagami Hyoju Senki final form by using the Tatagami Hyoju Senki Wonder Ride book in the Seiken Swordriver. We first see this form in episode 32 of the Kamen Rider Saber series, titled My Thoughts, Crystallized. Throughout the series, Blades transforms into this form 12 times. He also uses it in the special episode of the series, The World Pirate is Coming, Intersecting Worlds, where he fights alongside Kamen Rider Saber and Espada, as well as Tsukaiza, against Orihime World. In addition, we see Blades in this form in several movies, and Saber's Inkaija Superhero Senki, where he fights alongside other Kamen Rider and Super Sentai members against common enemies, and Kamen Rider Beyond Generations, where he fights together with Kamen Rider Slash against Kufu Crisper and defeats him, and finally in Kamen Rider Saber Trio of Deep Sin, where he battles his father, who has transformed into Kamen Rider Falchion Amazing Siren, and ultimately defeats him. You can also watch the movie-exclusive Villain Kamen Rider's Evolution video, which includes his father as well, by accessing it through the link above. Kamen Rider Live has achieved his final form, Evility Live, by transforming using the perfect wing Vistamp in the 2C driver. We first saw this form in episode 44 of the Kamen Rider Revice series, titled Lay Down My Body and Soul, The Whereabouts of the Decision. Although he only used this form in 4 episodes throughout the series, Live also transformed into it in 2 different movies and made use of its power and abilities. In the movie Kamen Rider Geats Revice Movie Battle Royale, he fought alongside other Kamen Rider allies against Baladello and Izangi. In Revice Forward, Kamen Rider Live and Evil and Demons, he battled 2 level 1 Transamza mutants and managed to gain the upper hand against them. In the same series, Kamen Rider Evil, who is also a secondary rider, has a final form, which he only transforms into once in the movie Kamen Rider Live and Evil and Demons. In the Evil Marvelous form, which appears when Megabad Vistamp is used in the Revice driver, Evil, together with Live, fights the 2 level 1 Transamza mutants I mentioned earlier and defeats them. After absorbing their power, Shunichiro transforms into a level 3 Transamza, and Evil once again fights alongside Live, combining their strength to defeat him as well. In the next battle, where Kamen Rider Demons also joins them, they once again combine their powers against the level 4 Transamza mutant and bring its end. Now, the rider I'm about to talk about has one main final form, but thanks to its different variations, it is generally considered to have a total of 4 forms. Kamen Rider Tycoon's final form is Bujin Sword, which he accesses by using the Bujin Sword buckle in the Desire driver. He first transformed into the original version of this form in episode 41 of Kamen Rider Geats, titled The Jet Black Shogun. If we also count episode 40, Tycoon Awakening, where this version of the form merely appeared, Tycoon only transformed into this version in a total of 6 episodes. However, Tycoon later unlocked the Red Eye version of the form for the first time in episode 47, A True Kamen Rider. Throughout the entire series, he transformed into this version only twice. As for the movies, Tycoon exclusively used the Red Eye version of Bujin Sword, as all of the movies take place after he unlocked this version in the timeline. With this form, he fought Kamen Rider Cross Geats and Kamen Rider Geats 4 Aces and the Black Fox, battled various Yamato and Gotchard and Geats' strongest Kimi Great Gotcha operation, and finally, in Kamen Rider Geats Yamato Awakening, helped Kamen Rider Nago and Buffa bring an end to King Yamato. Before unlocking the Red-Eye version, Tycoon gained access to 2 additional forms of the original version in episode 45 of the series, Where Wishes Go, and used them while fighting Kamen Rider Geats. These forms are Bujin Monster and Bujin Boost. Bujin Monster is obtained by equipping the Monster Buckle on the right-hand slot of the desired driver, while the Bujin Sword Buckle is equipped on the left-hand slot. Likewise, Bujin Boost is obtained by using the Boost Buckle on the right-hand slot, while the Bujin Sword Buckle remains equipped on the left-hand slot. Kamen Rider Majade transforms into her final form, Twilight Majade, by using the Twilight Unicorn and Twilight the Sun Twilight Kimi cards in the Majesty driver. We first see this form in episode 48 of Kamen Rider Gotchard, titled Say Goodbye at Twilight. This form is not only a transformation of Rin Ikuto, whom we know as Majade, but also, in a sense, of Atropos, who sacrificed herself for her. Rin can feel that Atropos' existence lives on within Twilight Majade. After combining their powers, Rin gains greater control over Twilight Majade and uses the form not only in episode 48 but also for the second and final time in episode 50. This is My and Your Kimi story, where she fights various enemies alongside her father, who transforms into Kamen Rider Wind. In addition, she battles Ouroboros together with Gotchard and Valvarad in the movie Kamen Rider Gotchard Graduations. She also fights Kamen Rider Muse in the special Kamen Rider Eins with Girls remix, ultimately contributing to her destruction. Kamen Rider Valen, whom we know from Kamen Rider Gov, has a final form called Frappe Custom, which he unlocks by using the Frappe's Gochizo and the Vrastum gear. We first see this form in episode 28 of the series, titled Chocolate Frappe of Bonds. Throughout the series, Valen transforms into this form 15 times, surpassing all other secondary riders in terms of transformation count. Valen also transforms into this form in the movie Kamen Rider Gov Invaders of the House of Snacks, where 3 different variations of the form are introduced: Frappe Custom Kicking Gummy Assist, Frappe Custom Kicking Gummy Assist and Punching Gummy Assist, and Frappe Custom Gurukin Assist. By transforming into these forms, Valen fought alongside his fellow riders against their common enemies. In the movie Kamen Rider Gov Guilty Parfait, he once again used this form to battle Azik Parut together with Gov. The latest secondary Kamen Rider of the Reiwa era to obtain a final form is Kamen Rider Nox. He transforms into his Midnight Shadow form by using the Midnight Shadow Capsum in the Nox driver. We first saw this form in yesterday's episode 38 of Kamen Rider Zests, titled Reform. Using the form's shadow-based abilities with great skill against Lord 3 Booster, Nox easily defeated him and gave us our first look at the form's power and abilities. While we still do not know how many times this form will appear throughout the remainder of the series, we do know that it will be used in upcoming episodes as well as in the upcoming Kamen Rider Zests movie, whose title has yet to be revealed. What do you all think about this form and the powers it has? You can share your thoughts with me and with other Kamen Rider fans and discuss this topic together. And with that, we've reached the end of another video. Until we meet again in future Kamen Rider or Evolution videos, take care for now.